dead. And one important thing, they put piles of dead bodies of children and women and made huge hills and mountains as big as this building, 10 meters high, were the piles of dead people. And then what they did, they burned these people. And also in some neighborhoods, they put people in concrete along the streets, and they allowed the tarmac of the road to be laid on top of the dead people. 40,000 innocent children and women were slaughtered in less than 4 weeks. And Russia and America and the UK and France and Britain were watching this. Their satellites were taking photographs and images of these massacres. Please tell all these Western governments and the Russian government to release the satellite images of these massacres that happened in 1982. In Jisr al-Shughur, they wiped more than 10,000 people. In Halab, they wiped out about 12,000 people. But most of the people who were slaughtered and wiped out was in Hama in February, in less than 4 weeks. Piles of body as big as this building, 10 meters high, piles of body of women and children. They burned them, and the alive people there, they buried them dead and built roads on top of them. This is the history of the Assad family. This is the history which the Western world covers. They don't tell you about this. For 30 years, we have been living in fear. Syrian women, Syrian children have no rights. In the Western world, we have dogs' rights and cats' rights and even insect rights and animal rights. But in Syria, we don't even have rights for children. Go on YouTube now. You'll see 30,000 videos. Not one, not two, not three. At least 30,000 YouTube videos showing you how the children being tortured, how women are cut into pieces. A woman called Zainab al-Hassi was cut into 4 pieces. They took her head off and they took her arms off, and the world is watching. And United Nations negotiating with Russia. Shame on you, United Nations and the Western world. What are you negotiating with Russia? Russia is a criminal like Assad. The Russian government is the most criminal government in the world. Wake up, the Western world. Stop fucking around with the Syrian people and stop fucking around with the Arab world. You know Russian governments like Putin and Medvedev, they are making billions by selling arms to the Syrian army and to the Syrian regime. What kind of democracy, what kind of freedom we're talking about in the Western world if we allow children and women to suffer like that? Please, where are your animal rights organizations? Where is Greenpeace? You know there's nuclear waste in Baliyat. Was the Syrian government buried? You're talking about the nuclear problem in Iran. In Baliyat we have lots of nuclear waste between women and children. Why don't you send your reporters and inspectors and journalists to talk about the nuclear stuff in Syria, which is affecting women and children in Baliyat? We told you 5 weeks ago there's going to be massacres in Hama. You didn't care. You didn't bother. You even allow Assad going backwards and forwards between Britain and Syria. This woman, Assad and her family, they're trying to smuggle Bashar's mother out of Syria. Why don't you take a shot? And Rafat al-Assad, who was the general in charge of this massacre of Hama, 40,000 people killed, and Rafat al-Assad still go between London and Paris and Marbella and enjoy the usage of $30 billion. You allowed in your bank this money which was stolen from the Syrian government and from the Syrian people in 1982. Come on, wake up! Stop fooling yourself. Everybody knows how much recovering. You can send hundreds of journalists to Syria. Why aren't you doing that? You've got satellite images. Release them. Release all the massacres. There are houses in Syria, more than 10 people. They are slaughtered in 5 seconds. The Shadiha, they go to Syrian banks and withdraw 700 million Syrian lira every day. The Syrian government is giving the Shadiha from the Jaffa bank and the Martyrs bank $700 million a day. Why do you still allow Syria to get dollars from Iran and from Russia? Why don't you stop the airport? Why don't you apply the no-fly zones? The reason because you don't care. When we have a civil war in Syria and the whole region is going through serious war, then you wake up. Please wake up now before it's too late. And thank you so much. Bye for now. Assalamu alaikum.